It's Christmas Eve and we're here at the Royal Albert Hall in London.
5,000 voices are going to raise the roof with a feast of festive music.
Welcome to the Songs of Praise Christmas Big Sing.
In today's special programme, I'll be taking a Christmas carriage ride around London. JB Gill will be discovering the beautiful story behind the 70-year-old tradition of the Christmas tree in Trafalgar Square. And we'll both be joining 5,000 Songs of Praise viewers to sing festive favourites for you at the Royal Albert Hall.
Tomorrow morning, church bells up and down the country will be ringing to celebrate that the big day is here and to rejoice in the birth of baby Jesus.
Our first carol celebrates a love of bell ringing, and it certainly does that. It's Ding Dong Merrily on High.
Well, this really is the way to see London in all its festive splendour. Now, whilst I take in the view, JB Gill is in Trafalgar Square looking at the Christmas celebrations there.
Trafalgar Square is right in the heart of London. In fact, this very spot marks the centre of the city, and all distances to the capital are measured from here. St Martin in the Fields Church is in the northeast corner of the square. and always has lots of special services and events at Christmas. Reverend Dr. Sam Wells is Vicar of St. Martin's. Sam, Trafalgar Square is such an iconic tourist attraction. What's it like being a church here?
It's wonderful. I go around the world, I give talks in America and Hong Kong and Sweden and places, and I always ask people to put their hands up if they've been to Trafalgar Square, and always 90% of the room have been here. So I always come back and tell my team, you know, this is what we're dealing with. Everybody I speak to around the world comes through Trafalgar Square at some stage, maybe only once. We've got to make the most of that chance.
And how does it change at Christmas time?
We have a carol service or carol concert here pretty much every night through December, sometimes through the day as well. So we're kind of all full up. It's like eating a lot of mince pies.
And when it comes to Christmas, obviously it's a lot more commercial these days. But how do you ensure that people get a real sense of the real meaning of Christmas?
Well, I always disagree with people who say it's too materialistic, because actually Christmas is about materialism. It's about God being a human being. So Christmas is about the way God is with us and about the way we are with one another.
Every Christmas, St. Martin's puts on a special crib service.
Wake up! Wake up! Turn on the lights! The Saviour is born! Tonight! Tonight!
The crib service is very special because 10 or 15 years ago an artist made sculptures of real people, including members of our congregation here. We take them out to the square and then we have a wonderful blessing of the crib service.
Bless now this crib, where outcast and sage, humanity and creation, old and young, divine and human are united, to be a place of encounter with you and your grace.
Most churches have their crib services inside the church, but you have yours outside. Why?
Trafalgar Square is a focal place in London now. It's a place where we have all sorts of protests and campaigns and things. And a few times a year, we from the church go out into the square and perform the story that's at the heart of our faith. And there shouldn't be anything pious about church. You know, the Christmas story and the Easter story, they're right in the thick of the city, they're right in the thick of the realities of human life. So it's particularly special when we go out from the beautiful building and go into the realities of the square and the noise and the dirt and the realities of life.
We went to the stable where baby Jesus lay, in a manger filled with hay. He didn't have any Christmas presents. I thought that was quite shocking, so I gave him my lamb to put in his stocking.
It's time now for a special performance from Catherine and our Big Sing Orchestra. On Christmas Eve back in 1816, a Yorkshire-based poet wrote the next carol after suddenly being inspired whilst reading Luke chapter 2. It's Angels from the Realms of Glory.